Hello guys, this is Chirodip once again and you are watching Core Java tutorial series. In this tutorial we're gonna learn about default access specifier in Java. Now I have I have also discussed about the private and protected in my previous two tutorials. Now in this tutorial you're gonna learn about default. Now default means whether you are specifying anything, any access level in your class or in your method or in your variable, then that can be initialized as that access level. But if you are not declaring any sort of things, then it will be assumed as you are specifying as default. Now here in my package pack1, I have defined one class h, and see that I have not defined anything, no public, no private, no protected. So my class h will be default type class. Now moving to my next class, here in my class j is also a default type class, and I have defined one default variable also, that is integer I. Now moving to the next class, in this class I have also defined similar sort of things of in my j class, and this, but the difference between j and m is I have defined the class m as public, but variable which is I, which is in the class m, it is it is defined as default. Okay, this is default. Class is public, but the variable name is default. But in j class, class name is also class type is also default, and the variable name is also default. Now moving to the my next class, here I have just imported my j class from my pack1 folder itself, and I have created one manager class, and I have given one method main. Now I'm trying to create an object of j class, that can be possible no matter what number of object you want to create, that can be done, because j is a default type of class, so you can create object. If it was a private class, so you can't create object. So j object can be created, and we are now trying to print my obj.I. So if you run this program, you will get an output. Okay, now what is happening over here? Error exists in required project, access level default, proceed with launch. If you want to proceed, then you will get an output as 0, but there is an error. Why? Because if it is not suggested that you are using your default variable outside of your class. Okay, if you are using your default variable outside of your class, then you will get an error, or get a warning. But it is not advisable to use your default type of variable or method outside of your class, but it will compile successfully, and it will give you proper output. Now if I change this to suppose I equals to 12 and save it, and again I run this program, I will get again another error, but it will give the output as 12. So it is not advisable as to use your default in your outside of your class, but it will give you the proper output. Now moving to my last class, here I have just imported my h class, that is the first class, which is this one. Okay, this is a default class, and which is having no sort of methods, or no sort of variables, but I have just imported that class, and I'm trying to create an object. Now if we run this program, you will get an error. Okay, why? Because the value of the local variable ob is not used. This is the error, but this is not a critical error. You can use the variable. Okay, now if we run this program, like if you write system.out.println as done, then done will be printed successfully. No matter what the problem is, done can be printed successfully. Okay, done is printed, but still you are getting an error. What is that? Why? Because access level is default. Proceed with launch, yes. So if you launch this, then you will get the output done, but again it is not advisable to use your default access level outside of your class, or for that only That's the reason you are getting one error. And it's also not advisable to use default class name or default variable name, because often you get trouble or get warning. You can use as private. If you want to keep it secret, then use private, or keep using protected outside of your package that can be accessible. So this is the main thing of your access level. I hope we have understood a lot of things about access level in Java, and we will move next forward onwards, and we will learn more about this access level when we will be covering the method overriding and method overloading concept in Java. So until now, thanks for watching and have a nice day.